They see that happen. It just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Robinson, a 1st down and then some. And finally down at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away. To the air yet again, Watson.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
He's going deep for Brown. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bears take over. Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball. All right, when guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, people going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this returnable for Hill. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well. Bottom line, they're down on the scoreboard, so I'm guessing he's not that happy.
No, the fantasy owners who have him for this week, oh, they're happy with what's going on. But for him leading a team, trying to win a ball game, I agree with you. Not happy at all. Trying to figure out how to up his game and inspire his teammates to do the same.
That's a true leader. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 44. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
From the red zone now, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now it's Watson. The quick slant caught. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he...
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as they have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game, because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Throwing again is Fields. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now it's Fields. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Fields. Steps away to his left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Deshaun Watson and the Texans offense trot back out there. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well, no one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On first down, Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And down inside the 15 he goes.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Watson. The quick slant caught. Not much there, only a yard. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, Watson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Watson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill. Complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 1st and 10, Watson. This will be caught by Brown. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Watson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's a turnover there on a lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. The touchdown, the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, it can get away from pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
Well, the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Flush to his right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Houston. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Watson now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Right back to Brown. This time he's got it. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Texans. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
And in this day and age, I would love to play quarterback in the NFL. Wide open offenses, acrobatic receivers. If you're accurate, you're going to have days like this.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Flushed out right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Oku able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap, Fields. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
They'll run on first down. Montgomery. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Out of the gun, Fields. That's complete. Okuegbunam. Touchdown! Albert Okuegbunam. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Houston's offense taking over again. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a deep ball here hauled in just past the 50. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
second down, here's an option right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Escaping the pressure right. Finding room to the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
You ready? Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Fields on first down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Fields. Now he's forced out right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's make these babies cry.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Bears! Marquez Valdes-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. They do tack on the extra point as well, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Watson and the Texans now down by a field goal. A minute 46 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now Watson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Watson trying to get his guys moving. Watson to throw. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So the focus now shifts to the Bears, trailing by 4. A little under 40 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Houston set to take over. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been